Alright, cosplay vlog tag. Rules: put on your wig from your most recent costume or newest costume. Done. And answer all the questions. What got you into cosplay? I guess what got me into cosplay is just I really love playing dress up. I have since I was a kid, and I also really like anime, manga, video games, sci-fi, comic books, everything like that. So it was really just kind of a way to merge all the things I enjoy. I also like sewing. My mom taught me to sew when I was really little, so I've been sewing for a long, long time. How long have you been cosplaying? I've been cosplaying since 2009. Got into it with one of my best friends, and we did our first costume together, which really I made both of our costumes, although she did the painting for it. Um, how many cosplays have you done? I think my cosplay.com account says I've done like 19 costumes, although a couple of those are still being done. I have a few that I haven't I've gotten them kind of far, but I haven't really done a whole lot with them. How do you get your costumes? I actually make my costumes. Sometimes, I mean, if I can buy something and then just alter it or just buy it straight up, I'll do that for some pieces. Like my Tomb Raider costumes, I purchased the shorts because I thought about making them, but then I looked around and I ended up finding a pair of shorts that I really liked at Walmart of all places, and they fit well. Like, I'm happy with the fit, and they are a really great color, so they're not completely accurate color-wise to all of the Tomb Raider costumes, but I use the same shorts for all my Tomb Raider costumes. It doesn't really bug me to do that. Um, but yeah, it really depends on what I'm making, whether or not I make something from scratch or I alter it. What was your first cosplay? My first cosplay was Gun Mage Yuna from Final Fantasy X-2. It was half finished. Um, the shirt was kind of a hot mess. The skirt I was really proud of. The skirt turned out really, really well. I did suede for the entire costume because I really liked the way it caught the light and everything. And it was just a really nice fabric to touch, so I did suede for everything. And the skirt, I had appliques. I'd seen that a lot of girls would do that costume in cotton and then they just like fabric paint the symbols onto the skirt, but I decided that I wanted to do an applique. So I did, and it turned out alright. The shirt did not fit as fitted as it was supposed to, and it wasn't completely accurate. I made it longer to cover my stomach because I wasn't confident enough or comfortable enough to show my stomach off at that time. And I didn't have the hair tail, I didn't have the arm warmers, I didn't have boots. I mean, this was a really, really half-assed, half-finished costume. I look back on it and I'm kind of embarrassed, not kind of, I am really embarrassed that I actually wore it to a convention. But, I mean, every costume is a learning experience. What is your favorite cosplay? I don't really have a single favorite costume, but I really love like all my Tomb Raider costumes because I put that on and from any of the games, any of the costumes. I have about 5 different Tomb Raider costumes now. And I put them on and I instantly feel confident and I feel ready to go on adventures and climb on things and jump and kick butt and shoot things. It's a really awesome thing. Really awesome character to cosplay. What is your favorite thing about cosplay? I have a couple favorite things. I really like the challenge of creating different pieces, like, finding out how to make this dress or, figuring out how this prop works. I'm very new to props. I'm not very good at props, but I try, and that's the important part, right? I guess the favorite thing about cosplay would just have to be the fact that you can be whoever you want to be, and if you put hard work and effort into your costume, then people will appreciate it, whether or not you have people come up to you at the convention that you wear it to or the event that you wear it to and say they really like it, or post pictures online and have people say they like it. There are people out there who appreciate the work that you put into it and respect the amount of effort that you put into your costumes. Do you have any cosplay pet peeves? Cosplay pet peeves? Uh, Um, I don't know. I mean, I kind of dislike when people use costume satin or like really shiny satin for their costumes. Like some costumes, like I can understand why you would do that because it's, you know, all the reference pictures are shiny or, you know, maybe it's a formal gown, but it just really bugs me because it's so hard to photograph like shiny satin well. Um, like I don't think I could ever bring myself to make a costume out of it, even if it was the perfect fabric for a specific costume. I don't think I could ever use it just because I have this mental thing against costume satin. Bad wigs, I guess. Admittedly, some of my first costumes, like I wore really, really terrible wigs, and I actually wore them to conventions. But you know, I look at those pictures now, and I mean, it's 3 or 4 years later, and I look at those pictures and I just cringe. Um, like now, hunting down high quality wigs is like one of my ultimate pastimes, I guess. Even if I don't have a costume I want to wear it for, I will just go through like Arda wigs. I'll go through their website and be like, oh, that's a really nice wig. Or, oh, I should find something to use that for. Or, oh, I wish that wasn't so expensive. Probably just how expensive the hobby is. I mean, it's not cheap. There are ways to save money when you're cosplaying, but typically that involves using cheaper materials or, you know, extreme couponing, which, you know, if that's your thing, that's great. I personally am way too impatient to ever actually sit down and hunt for really good deals, which sucks because I'm a college student. I don't make very much money at all. Yeah, so hopefully after college and I get a real job, I can continue cosplaying and actually have money to afford all the nice cosplay things that I want. What's your most recent cosplay? Tomb Raider Legends. I did the like the standard gameplay costume. All right, now it's time to tag people. So I mean, I have a ton of cosplay friends. I just don't know how many of them would actually want to do a cosplay vlog tag thing. I'm gonna tag Miku Zaz and gosh, I don't know what usernames all my friends go by. Most of my cosplay friends I know from in person, not so I don't really know a whole lot of their usernames. I'm gonna tag Kyle and I'm gonna tag Michelle too. So have fun, you guys. Hope you enjoy making them.